Hey guys, Sri, like it, Semi. Welcome to my first outdoor live stream. Hopefully, this is going across well. Uh, it is really windy today, and as you can see in the background, I don't know why my camera is doing that. That every time I come in front of it, it overexposes it. So if any of you guys can give me some tips on how to fix that, I Googled it, but I guess I didn't do enough research. Terry, thank you very much for taking the time to join. I know it is probably midnight or 11 p.m. for you. I really appreciate that Saturday night joining us here. Sunday afternoon in beautiful Treasure Island Resort on Valoy Beach in Subic Bay, the Philippines. As you can see, there is Subic. Let's get out of the way. There's Subic Bay. There it is. It is a stunningly beautiful day today. It is really windy. It's about 38 degrees. I'm here with Princess Elsie. Yes, don't be shy. Don't be shy. She's shy. We're here. We have another two friends joining us. We're both tired from partying yesterday, but I partied from an exercise perspective. And we were swimming and jumping in the water and doing all sorts of stuff out there in the water. So my shoulders and legs are killing me. This one over here, 8 o'clock, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. What do I find out this morning? What did you do? She went out drinking last night. All right. Well, you have fun, but still hangover. Okay. And it doesn't help. We're in the sun. But no tequila today, right? Okay. So I want to thank everyone for joining. Here we go. Terry, thank you very much. Greetings to you. I think, Terry, you are in, if I recall, you're in the Texas. So not, I think Central Time Zone is 10 p.m. Yeah. So it is 1 p.m. here in the Philippines. We just had a little snack, nothing serious. We're just having some iced tea and water. But how many boyfriends are texting you? Oh my gosh. Here she comes. Our friend is joining us, so. So our other friend has joined us today. So we are, wow, here we go. Real Change 2019. Welcome. Where are you texting us from? Thank you for joining us here. Beautiful Alloy Beach. I really got to figure out why this camera is doing what it's doing. So, drama. Our friend's ex-boyfriend is here, so it's causing some drama. All right, if I do that, okay, that works a little bit better. Yeah, see, it's my dark face against the light in the background. So hopefully the noise, the wind isn't too bad. So let's do it. I want you guys to see how beautiful it is here. It is really beautiful. So Real Change, you're calling from Toronto, my old hometown. Hey, I used to live at 1 King West. I grew up in north of Toronto. Grew up north of Toronto in a town called Bradford, north of Newmarket. But then university, I was down in downtown Toronto. I lived in Harbourfront. Then I got married, moved away to Milton, then back to Toronto. I lived at the Spire, which is near St. James Cathedral. Then when I got divorced, I moved to 1 King West, which was loved working there, loved living there. Yeah, Terry, it is like the Springer Show. She is a new friend that I met, Elisa's friend, Elsie's friend, sorry. So the boyfriend is, ex-boyfriend is here, the father of her twins. So it's just, I'm not getting involved in that stuff. I just want to be here for you guys. Uh, so they're over there arguing. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to know. I don't care. It's not my problem. That's why I'm single. Yeah, it's a good one. I don't want to get involved. I mean, the guy, I mean, I'm not going to get involved or discuss other people's problems or my opinions of other people's problems. But, that is a situation that is unfortunate, which is lucky why I don't have any kids who get involved in that. So we'll just leave it at that. So, real change. I left Canada in 2007. I took a package. I used to work for Bell Canada. I took a package and left Canada in 2007, and I have not been back. I traveled for 2 years before settling down in South Korea. I spent the last 14 years in South Korea, the last year in Sri Lanka, and now I'm traveling between Thailand, Philippines, and Sri Lanka. I will probably never go back to Canada. I have my Canadian citizenship and my Sri Lankan citizenship, my Korean permanent residence, and my Thai permanent residence. Deciding on whether I will get my Filipino long-term residency. I will not give up my citizenship, as I said. I will. I maintain my non-resident citizen status, so I don't pay taxes in Canada. I have no benefits, no. I have my government pension and my Bell Canada pension that'll come to me in about 10 years or 5 years or whenever I decide to take it. So it looks like if I put the sun in my face, then the light becomes better. I don't know. I really need to figure this out. I'm really sorry, guys, if the video is bad and if the sound is bad. So please let me know how the sound is. I put in my extension microphone. So my extension microphone is plugged in. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Yeah, I left a long time ago. It's hard to believe how long ago it is. It was 1 year, 2 years, then 5 years, then all of a sudden it's 10 years. Now, as of June 1st, it'll be 14 years. So to renew my passport, I just go to the Canadian Embassy with my ID and my passport, my pictures and my document, get it signed by a Canadian friend to guarantor, and I get my passport in like a couple of weeks or something like that. So the last time I got a 10-year passport, so I got about 6 years left on that 10-year passport. So I've heard stories about how difficult it is to renew a passport outside of Canada, but here in Korea, really, really, really easy. Now, does that mean during COVID it was easier? I heard it was a little bit of trouble. During COVID. That they weren't taking appointments, etc., etc. So yeah, that is a little bit easier. I mean, the only thing that I need to worry about. Are you coming back later? Okay. The only thing that some of the videos I've done before, I've only need to worry about my visas in the country I live in and my Canadian passport, which is really easy to get. I don't pay taxes because I'm a non-resident citizen. I don't have any property or money or anything or any revenue generating investments in Canada, so I don't need to worry about that. All my money is either in Korea where I work or in Sri Lanka where I invest. So that's basically it. Or all the money I give you, right? 1 billion pesos. I don't give her any money. just my friend, right? Yes. So yesterday we went to another resort on the other side, but today we figured we'd come here because the beach is actually much bigger than. So on Barreto Road, the beach is tiny. If you saw the video from yesterday, that video will be going up in a week or so. If you saw my my Facebook or my Instagram, you would have seen the size of the beach there. Here, the beach is really big. We're talking about a couple 100 meters. Over there, it's only about 2 or 3, at the most 5 meters. So, and here, I mean, you see how crowded it is. Packed with locals. Because this is the cheaper side of the beach, so it's much easier to hang out here. Over there, you can't really sit on the beach, so you have to kind of like book a table or something like that, and locals don't like to do that, right? They don't have to spend money for their own island, right? There you go. All right. So Terry's talking about South Asia is a great place to retire. And I've been talking about this quite extensively, and it's not strange news to anyone who is of retirement age or approaching retirement age, because the cost of living is just so much less. I've talked about the cost of living, talked about how much it is to live here. What's the word? To live here comfortably. I've been outside of North America for so long that I'm used to living like a local. I don't need my steak. I don't need my MTV or all of that stuff. I don't spend money on satellite TV or air conditioning or any of those things. Food, I have a maid who comes to clean the house, and she cooks my food. I pay her to cook my food and clean. That's the only luxury I buy, because I'm just too lazy. I'm so lazy. And I don't like cooking. I like to cook. I can cook. You guys check out my videos. I cook. I cook steak. I cook fish. But when I'm here, for me to go and buy all the ingredients, buy all the food, I don't know where to buy, right? So I could go to Royal, and it's expensive at Royal. I go to Walmart, it's so far away that I have to, get a taxi to do that because I don't have a car. It's difficult to carry all that stuff on a scooter. And it's just like the local markets, I don't know how to select the fresh stuff or the stuff that won't make me sick. Because I'm not local, I have to be careful about where I buy my food, because my stomach is not used to the local, I don't want to say bacteria, but the things that are in the foods here are different than what they are that I'm used to. So I've talked about it, and some people, they say, you need 1,000, 1,500 US dollars. I'm doing it for about 600 to 800. But that's not including entertainment costs. And that's the thing. A lot of people drink, and alcohol is expensive. A lot of people smoke. And you got to worry also about your health care. I talked about that. Health care is very crucial to get that health care taken care of. So number one is either you buy extended health insurance to cover your medical care, or you take care of yourself and live a healthy lifestyle. All right. So real change. You're thinking of leaving Canada a few years. Yeah, it is. That's why I left Korea. Korea is insanely expensive. Living in Toronto, I know what the rents are in Toronto. One King West, for a small apartment there, furnished, I was paying on a 1-year lease 10 years ago, $1,200. That was 14, 15 years ago. I have no idea what it is today. I have no idea what prices are in Canada today, because I have never been back. I don't have family there. I don't have friends there. I don't have anything. My brother lives in Vancouver. My parents live in Sri Lanka. So cost of living in Canada doesn't really mean much to me. Will I ever go back? Absolutely not. There's nothing for me in Canada. There's no one there. There's nothing there. Uh, my brother visits me. We meet halfway. So I met my brother in Cebu just 3 months ago, and I'm going to meet him in Sri Lanka in 8 months. So he travels because he's got all the points. I mean, he travels for work, so he's got an insane amount of points. So he flies for free. For me to travel to Canada would be insanely expensive, take up a lot of my time, and because I'm still working, I'm not fully retired. I'm still working. I gotta take care of the work stuff first. So definitely, real change. One of the things I'm going to point out to you is do your research. Get on YouTube and look at Thailand, there's two places, south of Pattaya or Hua Hyun or Chiang Mai. If you like beaches, then Hua Hyun or south of Pattaya. If you like quiet mountains with cooler weather, then you go to up north to Chiang Mai. Now, the other thing you got to remember is weather, monsoon season, rainy season, and medical coverage. Like, how close are you to the hospital? Now, in Philippines, you have to be near to Angeles City or Manila. Otherwise, if you get into trouble medically, you got to transport yourself far. Okay. Supposedly, what I heard from one of the people who was in a car accident, they went to 3 hospitals before they finally got medical attention, because the first hospital didn't have a doctor. The second hospital, the people weren't qualified to take care of the person, and he died on the way to the 3rd hospital. So that was the guy from IBM. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's probably true, right? A lot of the hospitals don't have a doctor full time, right? Outside of the city, right? That's true. So you have to be very, very careful. You have to be close to a main city, but that's going to cost you. You have to know people locally to help you get settled. That's an important thing. You have to be careful of being taken advantage of. That's another important thing. But follow a lot of YouTubers. I'm going to recommend Philippines and Thailand. Now, if you want to fly back home to visit, that's again another thing that you got to figure out. How close or how far do you want to be? Indonesia is another up and coming. Vietnam. But then politically, you got to be careful. Look at your visa options. Look at how much it costs you to get a long-term visa. And the number one is your comfort. Is weather important to you? Is beach important to you? Is luxuries important to you? Is food important to you? Where do those fit? And how comfortable are you going to be in that place? I personally know people who will not like living here in where I live, because it's not luxurious enough. I'm comfortable. I love it here. The people are okay. The people are the best. I love it here. If there is one thing I will say is the Philippines, you will love the people there. They're the best. It's just the area I live in is a very small town. It's not modern. Okay, so do your research. Oh, yeah. Sorry. What I wanted to say, real change, very important, is talk to your financial advisor or bank. Figure out how to get access to your money. One of the most important things that I find difficult in the Philippines is it is not a digital currency country. Everything is cash. You have to have cash. If you cannot access your cash, unless you live in the city, they don't take credit cards here. It is really impossible. So using an ATM, they charge you 250 pesos for each transaction, and the maximum is 10,000 pesos. which is about $250. So you're paying one, two, you're paying about $4 or $5 every time you use an ATM to take money out. Now, you pay your rent, you pay your utilities. Like you're wasting money on getting cash. So credit card, you got to figure out with your bank how to get access to your money. Your bank will tell you how to open accounts, how to do the things that you need to do to retire. That's number one, I'm going to say. Sri Lanka is amazing. And at this point, being a citizen in Sri Lanka is the best because as an expat citizen, I get to take advantage of the financial situation in the country. Bringing money into the country, I avoid inflation, and I take advantage of the high interest rate. I'm getting 25% interest on my savings, long-term savings, and the country is beautiful. The country is amazing, right? So as a Canadian citizen, Real Change, you're asking, can you retire in Canada? Can you retire in Sri Lanka? Or can you retire in the Philippines? Now, to retire in the Philippines, absolutely you can retire here. There are retirement visas that you can get access to. In Sri Lanka, I need to do a video. I'll probably do a video in August, July or August, about the retirement visa in Sri Lanka. There is one. It has been developed, but getting a visa in Sri Lanka is really easy. It shouldn't be it wouldn't be a problem. The other thing is you could just fly in and out. You go to Sri Lanka, you fly out to the Maldives for a weekend, or you fly to India for a weekend, something like that, and you're good to go, right? Yeah, Terry, cash is king, but getting access to that cash is expensive. When you're paying fees to get access to your cash, you're losing that money. So that's just throwing money out the window, which to me is not financially viable for the long term. So yeah, the Sri Lankan situation is getting much better. So the Sri Lankan situation is getting much better. The government, I'm going to be doing a full in-depth analysis of post-IMF Sri Lanka. That's going to be coming out in early July. And I'm going to be doing a comprehensive overview of where it was and where it is today and where it's going. The government just approved the IMF conditions. IMF gave the money. The government approved using the money. So now they're moving forward with the austerity programs and everything like that. So things are looking better. They are looking better. And I've said this before, and this is really crucial, where Sri Lanka is going to benefit from this situation, is that the government is now being watched by the people. So the people are watching the government, and they are under scrutiny. There is, whether or not there's transparency or not, every move the government makes, people are going to watch. The government employees know that. The government politicians know that. And they know that the people will revolt peacefully and oust the government like they did last year. So the one thing is that on one side you have the government, which is trying to be responsible. And in my opinion, you have an industry, a resource that can generate money for the country, tourism, exports. So the opportunity to use that revenue to repay the loans is a strong possibility. There just can't be any more mismanagement. Real Change, I appreciate it. It's my pleasure. Any questions, join my Discord server. Click the link on my main channel. There is a link to my Discord server. You can ask me questions anytime, all right, or on the weekends. We can have an in-depth conversation. We can actually, because I'm using StreamYard, if you're interested, we can do a live where I can join you on by video and we can have a discussion on retirement and what I have experienced and what it is that you can do. Yeah, Terry, corruption is everywhere and it's not anything new. It's not anything old. It's not anything that's going to disappear ever. And if you think that something is not corrupt, then you're sadly naive about the realities of this world. Human beings are greedy and we are corrupt, 100%. Right? You're not telling me at all that if you found money on the ground, you would take it, you would keep it. Nobody would ever say no. Right? If you found a bag of money in the bushes, you would take it and you would keep it. You wouldn't tell anyone. All right. So there are people, and it happens every day, and it makes the news. Why does it make the news? Because it's rare. Because we know that human beings we're inherently evil, right? Yeah. Human beings. What do you think? Are human beings evil? Well, why do we need laws? To tell people not to do bad things. Yeah. Why do we need to know that? Because we're stupid and evil. Thank you, Real Change. I deserve more subs than 2K. Awesome information. I started this channel. It was kind of a stupid channel 4 years ago. I started this channel. It was just my party videos and promoting my club that I worked at in Korea. And then when COVID started, I was like, you know what? I have nothing to do. Why don't I see if I can pivot and change? So yeah, I have 2,000 subscribers, but 1,000 of them are not really following me now. They're still subscribed, but I'm not seeing them watching my videos because my videos have changed. So I only really have about 700-800 true followers, like yourself, new followers over the last couple of years, where I have retired and following me on this adventure. So you're planning to retire at 55. I am 55. And if you follow some of my videos going back a bit over the last year, you'll see how I came about on this. I'm single, not married, I have no children, I have no debt. I semi-retired when I was 39, 40, and I moved to Korea. I had no debt, but I had no pension, no income. So I was only working to sustain my life day to day. And that was the problem. I should have worked a little harder and saved money. And that's what I talk about. I tell people how you can retire at 30, at 35. You know, if you're just starting out at 20 and you want to retire, you can do it in 10 years. I've talked about that. And Terry is saying too, retiring at 55 is the best. Now, I'm gonna talk about that, retiring. You know, it all sounds great to sit on the beach with a semi-nice girl, right? Sometimes. Hide your face, hide your face, hide your face, hide your face. There she is. She's hiding. She's hiding there. She's hiding there. Just so you know that she's real, okay? Not that I'm faking it. So, when you do retire, you need to have something to do. You have to have something or someone who is going to hang out with you, right? Are you going to hang out with me? Sometimes. That's 3 days now we've hung out together. People are going to start talking. I got to be careful. I have a reputation. We're just friends. Because I work with kids all the time, I like to hang out with friends where I can talk to them. Oh, you even talk to me? You never talk to me. But anyways, Yeah, retiring at 55 is the best. Retiring at any time is the best. Start working for yourself and stop making other people money. That's the trick. Rich people don't get rich by saving their money. They get their money to make them money. Okay? And rich people are different than us. Like Elon Musk doesn't have $1 billion in the bank. He's got stock that he leverages to get a loan to buy the things that he wants. And then he pays that back. So, or he takes the loan and then he uses that cash to make money to pay the loan, right? Interest is a beautiful thing. I love interest. Yes, debt is slavery. I learned that very, very early on, and I was stupid. I was making six figures. I have a video coming out next week about that specifically. Why did I leave a job where I'm making $250,000 a year, and now I'm making $60,000 to $80,000 a year, but I'm much happier because I don't live beyond my means. And people forget that. We live in a consumer world where you're inundated with media telling you you have to do this, you have to do that. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can live a very happy life, simple happy life. And I've been debt-free now over 10 years. About a few years after I arrived in Korea, I became debt-free. I had a small debt in Canada. What are you doing? Taking pictures? Oh, hi. Are you coming back? Oh, she's drinking. Where's she drinking? Oh, the kudos? Okay, so we should move over there. Move over there shortly. All right. Yeah, we have to move over there. Tell her we're going to come over there. So, definitely avoid debt if you can. Get out of debt first and then start saving your money. Terry's laughing at me taking pictures of Elsie. So, yeah, so real change. Yeah, volunteering. Find something that you like to do. Hopefully, if you earn enough money that you don't need to do a part-time job, but if you can do something that can garner you some money, it doesn't have to be, $50 an hour. It could be $10 an hour. Doing something that can earn you a little bit of money can offset and supplement your pension. Right? So volunteering is perfect. Real estate prices have always been an issue, but that is what I kind of call good debt, because you can always sell it and recoup your investment. Stupid debt is credit card debt. When you buy that Gucci handbag or that trip to Bahamas, you can save your money and go on vacation and just do a local staycation. If you really need to get away, you can turn off your phone and go to a local spa for 2 days and save thousands of dollars. You don't have to go to a beach, right? We go to a beach just to post it on Instagram. I mean, I'm guilty of the same thing. I mean, look, I'm posting pictures all the time because I want everyone to see how great my life is. But in reality, what I'm doing is I'm posting these as a digital diary so that in 20, 30, 40 years, when I'm 100 years old, I can look back and say, this is what I did. This is the joy I had in my life, So yeah, real estate prices are crazy. I've heard, and real change. If I had listened to my parents when I was getting out of university and starting my career, oh my God, the money I wasted money. I might as well just throw the money out the window. The stupid things I bought. Yeah. Here's a perfect example of the stupid things I'm joking. He's said she's waiting under the window for me to throw it out the window. I'm joking. I'm joking. Uh, but you know, living within your means is probably one of the hardest things we can do in the Western world. We are so consumed by media, having to buy this, having to buy that, spending money on things that don't really make us happy. And that is, a sad state of our world. Uh, I live a very simple life, and that's because I'm kind of an introvert. I'm happy being alone. I don't need to be around people all the time. But some people need to go out every night. Some people need to be around people all the time, or they need to be in a relationship. I've been single for 14 years. I'm happy. We were talking about that just a little while ago. I spent the last year in Sri Lanka really by myself. My parents live upstairs in the next, you guys have seen the videos. Sometimes I won't see them for a day or two because, my time zones are different for my work. So, is Mike coming but he's going to go over there. Yeah, tell him to go over there. And then we're going to meet him over there, right? So, yeah, Terry, we just have fun. She knows I'm joking. She knows I'm not being serious. And we're just here to, I'm old fashioned. If I invite a lady to join me, I'm paying. That's just the way I am, right? It's never been an issue. But she has lots of money. She's really rich, right? You pay me, right? 1 peso. Too much. 25 cents? Oh my goodness, I'm rich. Real change, that is absolutely perfect. Now, one piece of advice I'm going to give you is extrapolate your. I've been using an Excel spreadsheet, and this spreadsheet I've been using for the last 14 years. And it goes back 14 years, and it goes forward 45 years till the age of 100. I know my expenses. I know my salary for the next 6 months at least. Okay? So I project that, how much I'm going to earn. I know exactly how much I'm spending and how much I have spent. So I can project how much I'm going to spend in the next few months. And then I've actually shown my savings and how they are going to grow against my expenditures all the way till the age of 100. So planning for the future is very key, and to stay within that spending. So okay, in September, this is how much money I'll have. Well, this is how much money I'm going to put in the bank. This is how much I have to, spend on medical. This is how much I have, or do I have enough? Oh, I can't afford that, so I'm not going to buy that. So if you can project your the money that you have, you can safely calculate how much you can spend on the things that you would like to have, right? And there's an old saying. I can't remember what it is. If you don't plan, you're planning to failing, because you plan to succeed. And if you have, and here's the thing, people say, oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. That's a mental contract. But if you write it down, it's a written contract. If you write yourself a contract, when you look at it and you say, I didn't follow my own advice, then you only have yourself to blame. But if it's a mental contract, you can kind of forget it, right? And it's easier to dismiss. If it's written down that I will save X amount of dollars in this month, you don't do it when you knew you could do it, then you're only cheating yourself. CFP, Chartered Financial Planner. Yeah, it's not rocket science. There are hundreds of gurus out there selling their ideas, and I'm giving it away for free. So I'm going to say it right now. If you guys like what I'm doing, click the membership. join as a member, support me. I think it's $1 Canadian a month, and that will go towards maybe me buying some new equipment. I would really, really like to buy a GoPro with a professional microphone that I can carry around. The rig I have right now is really heavy and really cumbersome because I'm using a Galaxy Fold 3 with a USB mic and a huge gimbal. It's not that big of a deal, but I would like to upgrade eventually to a more discreet camera setup. So please, yeah, go to the main page, click membership, and join as a member. Or in the super chat, if you want to donate, you will get a little bit more love. My channel is monetized. I don't really make a huge amount of money. I think this month I made $10 US. And, I get taxed on that. Well, the American YouTube America takes taxes off that. I can claim those taxes off because I'm not an American citizen, but the paperwork required to do that, I don't care for the amount of money I make. The taxes is like a few percentage points. I think like $4 on 100. I don't know. Yeah, you're watching. Hey, look at that. You can ask a question if you want. Type a question. Why are you so stupid? Or did I teach you a new word today? Pabo. Pabo, the Korean word, pabo. That means stupid. Are you pabo? Well, Terry, if you want to send me money directly, I mean, you could just do, I think on YouTube, you could just do like super chat or super sticker. That will take it off of your credit card or whatever, but YouTube gets a cut of that. Now, if you want to send money directly, let's talk offline. You can send it to my bank account in Sri Lanka. Now there is a fee for that, but what I'm going to suggest is, depending on what you want to do. If you want to support me, you can do that. But if you want me to use that to support a local, which is what I want to do, I want to go out and buy fruit from the roadside stand because I need fruit. But I'm going to use that. I'm going to say this is in the name of Terry, and I'm going to support a local farmer. Okay, it's not something like I'm going to go and buy drinks or something like that. No, I'm going to support the local economy, a roadside farmer. That's was my original intention, to buy me a coconut. That was the slogan I had. Buy me a coconut. I'll go and spend that money on a local vendor. So thank you, Terry. I truly appreciate that. The support that I get from my viewers like yourself is what makes me want to do this. Like I said, I started doing this for fun. Then I started doing it as a digital diary. Now, because of members such as yourself who tell me, this is really good. I'm not, my videos are not edited. I just talk for 10 minutes straight what's on my mind. Some of my friends have said, it's not structured, it's not good. You got to, you have to do better. And I'm like, this is what I do. If my viewers like that I'm talking directly to them, then that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm not a flashy kind of guy. I'm not here to make, $1 million. If this channel can generate $100 a month, that's what I'm paying my YouTube manager. This channel is costing me money because I have a YouTube manager in Sri Lanka who I pay to manage my channel because I don't want to do all of that work. That's what I mean, Terry. Thank you very much. I want to be different than everybody else out there. Those YouTubers who are, oh yeah, follow me and I'll tell you all the secrets to it. No, I'm not telling you any secret that you don't already know. I'm showing you doing what people say will result in real life. This is real life living. This is how I'm living. I'm not making any money from online. I'm earning my money every day. I'm spending my money every day. And this is the result of how it can be for you. I'm not making money from YouTube. I'm not making money from drop shipping or any kind of other investments or crypto or anything like that. I'm doing strictly an online job that I've been doing for the last 4 or 5 years, and that's how I live. Did you ever hear about Axie Infinity a couple of years ago, the NFT game where you play a game and you get money? It was really popular in the Philippines about 3 or 4 years ago. Tokens, yeah, yeah, and you play a game. Oh, okay, I don't know. Well, I used to do that about 3 or 4 years ago. I did pretty well, but it was so hugely popular in the Philippines because that was at the beginning of COVID, and people were making like $500 a month US just by playing a game, and they were getting cash every month. It was pretty decent. But I'm not doing any of these quick rich things. You see all these things on. Everyone is selling their ideas, and it's not. It's just another. I don't want to say scam, but it's just another get rich quick from when we used to be kids, right? It's the same things were there decades ago, and it's the same thing is there today. Oh, how to use Chat GTP to make you money. It's not there. If it was true, why would they tell you? Why would they tell you how they're making money? Think about it for a second. Why would someone tell you the secret of making money? Because it's not a secret. They're the ones who are going to make money. Yeah. So, because if they told everybody and then everybody did it, nobody would make any money. Because if everybody's doing it, who are you going to buy it from? Right? So, yeah. Anyway, we're coming up on 50 minutes. We are going to move to another location and it is coming up on 2 o'clock here in the Philippines. I want to thank everyone who joined today. Terry, I really, truly appreciate it. You are by far one of the most active on my channel, always commenting, always liking. Please let me know what you want to see next. Comment on what you like, what you don't like. Real change. Glad to see a fellow Canadian joining all the way from Toronto. I appreciate it. I am going to enjoy the rest of the day. We're going to probably just veg out on the beach because we're both tired. I do have a class at 8 o'clock, so I got to wrap it up and get to work. Then Monday's a holiday in Korea, but I do have a couple of classes on Monday. And it's just back to work. I do want to thank you guys for joining. And those of you who are watching after the live stream, I see you guys. I see you guys watching the live stream. Please comment. Comment, like, subscribe. I truly do. Love everyone. Enjoy, stay safe, and as I always say, learn to live life. Don't let life live you. Sri Lanka Sammy coming to you live from Baloy Beach in the Philippines, Treasure Island Resort. Beautiful, beautiful Sunday afternoon with Lady Elsie. Say goodbye to everyone. Yeah, they can't hear you. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for joining, and we will see you all next week for another live stream. Love you all. Thank you. Stay safe.